Hi, my name is Stella. I am an 8th grader at Pathfinder K-8. Think of a time when you were in class and you're having one of those racism talks where you learn about how black people fought for equal rights. And you hear about all these tragic stories about how a black person had just died because a white police officer wouldn't listen when a black man said he couldn't breathe, or a black activist being in prison for sitting in the wrong spot on a bus. Now think of a time when you were taught how the African people lived before the trauma, before the enslavement, and before the murder. You can't. That's because you weren't taught. Adults always say that I'm so lucky that I get to learn about my culture because they couldn't when they were my age. But I'm not, because I'm not learning about my culture at all. I'm learning about how white people treated my culture. I'm constantly asked if I feel like my culture is represented and celebrated at my school. But honestly, I'd be lying if I said yes, because all we ever learn about was how horrible your culture treated mine. Every time I sit through one of those classes, I hear something totally different than the people around me. I hear that I'm in danger, that I'm different from the rest of my friends, and that I need to be careful because I could be the next learning topic. But what if our accomplishments were the next learning topic? Where no one was seen as the other because it was normal to see a black person at Pathfinder K-8. We were honored for what we've done instead of remembered for how we were treated. I can't wait for that day to come. But I'm worried it never will because we're too small-minded to see a black person for anything more than the shade of their skin. And believe me, I'm not saying that these lessons aren't important. I'm saying instead of telling us what you did wrong, let me tell you what we did right. Take Kamala Harris, for example. She's not only the first African American vice president, but also the first female vice president in U.S. history. Or Mansa Musa, he's by far the richest person to ever walk this earth. This is my history. The history that was never written in the textbooks, but the history I had to teach myself. The history that doesn't scare me when I learn about it. This is the history I can see myself and others in. This history needs to be the next learning topic. Thank you.